This is a bit of an odd lineup actually. It's mostly tier 6, but there are some tier 9s as well, so an interesting game to say the least. So yeah, so I'm on the higher end in this game. I'm trying to remember what happened in it, but I can't really. I seem to remember I pushed in quite close at the start. I can't actually remember what happened in this game, but I recorded it for a reason. So anyway, yeah, so obviously CV, couple of DDs, the rest are cruisers and battleships. So the thing I like about the Cleavland, it's got nice guns, pretty good at starting fires, and obviously it's got radar and hydro. So it's good balanced all round. So early on, my thinking, I believe, was that I'm going to push up to the island just in front of me so that I can cover the A cap and also the B cap if anything pushes into it. And we see he does spot me early, which is a bit of a problem, but currently I won't be in range of anything, I don't believe. And planes are coming back, but it looks like he's going to be scouting over the middle. So I'm now slowing down to manoeuvre into position. So there is a DD, enemy DD, the Mogador is in the C caps. That's one of the DDs out of the way. So I'm keeping my eyes on the map because there's the other DD, right? That's my primary target, is the DD. In this kind of game, I'd rather not die, but getting rid of the DD early is worth risking. So I am pushing up here. I'm going to try and put pressure onto that enemy DD, get into range of my radar, use my hydro so that I won't get hit by torps, but basically stop their DD from being any kind of a threat. So I'm now pushing up. Obviously, there's no point doing radar just yet because I can't really do anything about it. And Mogami is taking an interesting route. He's turning right into me. I do remember this. Yep, oblivious. I could have done without that. I could have done without being chased now by the planes as well, which has spotted me as I've moved in. But I'll deal with it. So now, obviously, if anything comes out wide to the right-hand side of the map, I could be in trouble. So I am now going to slow down and turn in and find that DD. Right, there he is. I now want to put pressure on that guy. And I will do quite a bit. Obviously, the York has now poked his nose out, so that's a problem because if I push between the islands, he'll get my broadside. So I push up so that shots miss me, but I still want to keep pressure on that DD. But the main problem I've got is the CV is here, enemy DD is here, and there's stuff out wide to my right. So yeah, I'm just being careful. I'm looking all around, just being careful of where shots are coming from. That Scharnhorst on my right. Oh, Scharnhorst on my right. I don't like the look of. I probably will get spotted, so I'm anticipating a shot, anticipating manoeuvring. So as soon as I see shots, I'm going to try and manoeuvre. And here they come, slowing down. He should overshoot me. And he gets a hit, but overshoots me. Now I'm going to full accelerate, try and tempt this DD into trying to torp me, because I have full confidence that if he pushes out, I'll be able to two-shot him. My main concern here now will be the P. Heinrich. So I'm now pushing. I want to get shots on this DD if I can. Unfortunately, the islands are in the way. So push a little bit more. Hydro is up, so if there are torps, I will have early notification of it. I now want to put as many shots into this guy as I can, anticipating his movements. That's it. And it's turning the other way now and smoking up, so it's not filling fully, so I can straighten the shots up. I don't connect those. So, okay, time to get out of here. Done what I wanted to do, which was push him away from the cap. I'm now looking at all the ships that are going to be shooting at me. There's a fair number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially, probably 5. So I now focus mainly on manoeuvring. If I can get some shots into the ship pushing into the cap, I will. But my main concern here now is survival. I would have preferred killing the enemy DD, but if I can't do that, I want to make sure that I don't die in the attempt. So I am doing all I can to be evasive, and now I'm not spotted anymore, so I can go dark. The Almete Occult, I don't even know how to spell that. The Spanish ship in the A cap is the only one close enough now to spot me. I'm positioning myself that I'm out of harm's way now. So looking at the map, there's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 ships and the CV on the A cap. So I am now thinking, okay, we've won C, we're gonna win B. All we need to do is defend B. So I'm now manoeuvring into position where we can capture and hold the B cap, because they will have to push around the corners. As long as we don't get too many ships pushing out wide, we can use the CV spotting capabilities to utilize the islands and help us out and defend the caps. We'll have the point advantage and hopefully the ship advantage as well. So some shots coming out. I'm not too worried about the York. I'm basically want to stop the cap if I can by that ship in the A cap. So shots are out. I probably won't stop the cap, but I've delayed it. So now I can use the islands now. This ship has really good gun clearance. It's very high very early, so you can get over islands quite well. So I'm going to be using the clearance of the that's not that good. Using the clearance of the guns to put some pressure onto the enemy ships, using the islands as cover. So DD is fairly close, so he'll probably be able to spot me if I push out too far. So I'm slowing down. Main goal here now is getting the cap and getting into position for when they start pushing. I totally misjudged my early shots on the Colorado here. I was aiming very, very high and very far away. I'm usually pretty good at aiming over islands, but yeah, I was way off in the initial first few shots. But I start getting my stride, and then I can start getting some shots to land on the Colorado. Again, most of these shots are not necessarily because I'm trying to kill them. It's more to do two things. One is to let them know they're in a position to be shot, so they are less likely to be aggressive. And because we've got the cap advantage, time is our ally. It's a bit like in a game of rugby. The touch line is your ally when you're defending. In this situation, time is our ally, because the whole time that they are wary about pushing because they don't want to get shot at, or pulling out from behind an island, slows them down, gives us an extra tick. An extra tick gives us more advantage in terms of points, means that we are more likely to win early. So, yeah, just looking at targets left and right, making sure that nothing kind of gets around the corner and starts spotting us in the middle. And it's all about containment now. They've actually got a one ship advantage, but they are contained. they need to push to get the positions on the B cap, and we can just use the advantage the islands give us to attack them as they push. And as long as we've got eyes on them from our CV and our DDs, then we're good. I help out our Lahadi by spotting the Sims using radar, because that should be a fight the Lahadi wins. But either way, even if nothing comes of it, it means that their DD, their spotter, is running away from the middle, which is what we need to protect. Now, their CV is behind that island and doesn't look like he's ever moved, so our gear might be able to pressure him into making a mistake and pulling out, or getting the kill himself. So I spot the York pushing into the middle, so I start using my guns to put pressure on him where I can. Again, clearing over the island, even though the game says I can't clear those mountains. I'm putting the shells out, and just, they've got the cap, but every time they get shot at, they're reconsidering pushing. And I mean, so far they're just milling about. They kind of don't know how to crack this egg. I mean, cracking this egg would be kind of getting something out wide, like the Mogador spotting out wide. But I think he's occupied by our gear. So all in all, it's nice. And I just noticed that, yeah, some shots coming over the top now, clearing. So I need to reposition. Continuing the use of the islands to protect me from most shots, and pushing them away where I can. As you can see, the Duke of York and the Spanish ship are pushing in close now, so I'm suspecting that at least the Spanish ship is going to make a rush for the cap, hydro up in case of torps from anywhere, and I'm going to get in the middle of torps from the York. But yeah, I'm looking now at that Almaty. As he comes around the corner, I should be able to get a first shot against him. Low on health, we should be able to deal with him quite well. Waiting for his nose to get around the corner. Shots out early. Yeah, nice. Get the kill. So yeah, that's generally what we're forcing here. We're putting pressure on them by maintaining the cap. We don't need to win this game by pushing. We don't need the third cap. The kills will come of their own when the enemy makes a mistake. So obviously, when I'm not spotted, I am looking to remaneuver. I'm now looking at the Caracoli from up north. So I'm looking at turning around and assisting defending against that push. So the A gear did unfortunately die to the combined efforts of the Wichita and Mogador, but he did reveal that the CV has relocated. So I'm now trying to get in a position where I can help out the York and the Scharnhorst against the Caracoli. Didn't need it really, they had it under control. So now I'm just looking for the next target. And as we can see, what's happening here is, as soon as someone gets enough guts to make a push, they're doing it alone and just getting taken out straight away. So it's kind of, when you get to this stage, it's kind of a game over scenario for them. I'm just happy sitting here. We've got the win, we've got the points. I seem to remember why I record this now. So, as you can see, I've only done, 47k damage now. I've only got one kill. you know, and we've finally got an advantage in terms of ships, but it's been fairly balanced, and literally half of the teams are still alive. So it's not like it's been a a crazy game for either team. But yeah, I think this just demonstrates that sometimes to get a good score and to do well in a game, you don't need the damage. You just need to play with tactics and play with a bit of understanding of how the game works. Yeah, there's no way they can win this now. We're going to win on points no matter what. So it's the last couple of shots. There we go. There's the win. And as I say, for like 55,000 for a tier 8 cruiser, you would say not a very good game. But when you look at the results, you can see that it was because apart from one ship, there's a very gradual increase from top to bottom, and that says that yeah, I might have come top, but what that shows is that the entire team were consistent. Some are get more points than others, but realistically, there's probably not a lot of difference between the contribution I made and the York made. Obviously, there is in terms of contribution, but it's a consistent spread. Whereas when you look at the opposition team, they've got one ship that did a lot of work, and then the rest of them were all pretty much the same. So it's consistently better team with one outlier and a who is the bad player, and then a consistently contributing team for the enemy, apart from one outlier, which was to the good. So it just shows you that the big scores don't always, and the big wins don't always come from getting kills or doing lots of damage. It's from playing what the map is, how to play the map. You don't need all 3 caps. You don't need to sink every ship. You just need to play smart. I hope that was informative, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.